So Irish Gaelic is a vital part of Ireland's cultural heritage. And what measures are being taken to preserve and promote the Irish language among younger generations?
So the Irish language over the last few centuries has declined in use, and certainly the overwhelming majority of people in Ireland now would speak English in their daily lives. But the people of Ireland are also very attached to the Irish language, and indeed in recent decades there has been a revival and far more people are using it in their daily lives. So in terms of support for the Irish language, first of all, it is taught in all schools at primary and secondary level. It's a part of the national curriculum. But also in recent decades there has been an increase in the number of schools that do all education through the medium of Irish. And I think this shows the attachment that people have to the Irish language, because parents recognise that they will often get a very committed level of education from teachers in all Irish language schools. So increasingly the number of those schools and the number of students studying there has grown. And then there is also, with state support, Irish language radio, Irish language television, and now of course with social media there are far more Irish language organisations very active in the digital sphere. So I think the amount of support given to the Irish language by the state is important, but ultimately it's about the commitment of the people of Ireland.
And what are some distinctive features of traditional Irish food?
Irish traditional food is very different from Indonesian traditional food. Our cuisine is a lot less spicy, for example. But the traditional Irish food was for people who are working hard in agricultural labour every day. So there would be a lot of high energy foods. We would use a lot of dairy food, butter, cheese, milk. They would be a large part of the traditional Irish diet. And also meat such as lamb, mutton, beef. And the thing is, while these are traditional foods for Ireland and they're foods that you use if you're working very hard, nowadays Ireland has a new and very vibrant food culture because we now have access to cuisines from all over the world. And I think if you went to Ireland now, you would find that yes, people are eating traditional foods, but also they're eating any food you can think of. So it has been something in recent decades, it's been a real adventure for Irish people to explore whole new worlds of food.
What is your favorite Irish food?
I'd say my favorite Irish food is a very simple one. It's boxty, which is a sort of fried potato pancake with potato and onion. It's a very simple food, but it's also a food that speaks to me of childhood and tradition and comfort. So yes, that would be probably my favorite traditional Irish food.
Is that similar with latkes?
Yes, something similar.
All right. And what is your favorite Indonesian dish?
I think my favorite Indonesian dish is probably beef rendang, which I think one of the things I've learned here in Indonesia is that there's so many different types of food available in Indonesia, that there is no one Indonesian cuisine, but there are very many different Indonesian cuisines in every part. And it has been a very rewarding part of my time here as ambassador to explore those aspects of Indonesian culture. And for any country in the world, I think food is a very important part. So it's been a pleasure.
Thank you. And what are the must-visit tourist destinations in Ireland for Indonesian visitors seeking a unique experience?
Well, I think in Ireland we have a very wide range of things to be seen and done by tourists. So it doesn't matter what the tastes of any individual tourist are, they will find something in Ireland for them. So if you're wanting vibrant nightlife, you can have that in our cities. But if you're wanting to see wild, dramatic, natural landscapes, we have those. And so, for example, on the west coast of Ireland, we have very rugged cliffs. The cliffs of Moher and Sliabh are very, very well known. We have spectacular beaches, and we have also very ancient historic monuments. So, for instance, we have the the tombs at Newgrange, which are 5,000 years old, older than the pyramids. But we also have amazing looking castles. We have in our main cities, we have lots of old architecture. We have spectacular museums as well. So I think it very much depends on what people want to see, but whether you're interested in architecture, whether you're interested in wild landscapes, or indeed whether you're interested in live music and friendly, welcoming pubs, Ireland has all of that for you.
And how does Ireland attract tourists from Indonesia given the competition from maybe more popular European destinations?
I think a challenge for us here is to make people in Indonesia aware of Ireland. We don't have very strong cultural and historical links. So I think the level of awareness is not as high as we would like. So that's part of my job, to make Indonesian people aware of Ireland and to make Indonesian people aware of the things that they can see and do in Ireland. There are no direct flights to Ireland, but it is very easy to get to Ireland from any European destination. And of course, for Indonesian visitors to Ireland, while they need visas, these visas are free and gratis. So there is no charge for Indonesian visitors.
Okay. What is your favorite tourist spot in Indonesia?
That's a very difficult question because there are so many incredibly beautiful places. I think the places that I've enjoyed most would be Lake Toba and Batak areas around there. I found that fascinating both in terms of natural beauty but also the culture. And I think Labuan Bajo has, I think, possibly the best view in all of Indonesia, but also the islands around there, Komodo, it is spectacular. I've never seen such beautiful islands. And I think as well, if you are interested in culture and history, going to places like Prambanan, Borobudur, you get not just the beauty of the surrounding landscape, but also just a sense of the deep historical roots of Indonesia. So a difficult question to answer, but those are some of my favorite places that I've been.